Hello everyone, Ito here and welcome back to another week of this Minecraft series. And as you can see today, we are here inside of the vault, inside a treasure room, a dig site that we just found, and we are looting this. Because we got a couple of issues this week, so I'm going to loot this, and we are going to resume after we finish with this vault. So, this week, we decided to take it a little bit slowly in terms of the vape progression, but also we decided, you know what, let's go deep into playing more with the vault. So that's kind of what I did. We crafted the wardrobe, so with this guy we can change our gear pretty much. If it's working like this, we press this button and our hotbar, and also these guys are going to swap. So pretty much like this we are back in form, but of course we need to organize the HUD and the inventory a little bit, especially the hotbar a little bit better, but it's kind of a really well done. And also you can see that in my back I'm going to start working with a new type of storage system here, so I can bulk drop pretty much everything that I got as a loot inside of the vault, and instead of doing this and then trying to organize everything, it's going to be done by the toolboxes from the create mod. So that is going to be another thing that we are going to keep improving for probably the next week. So this week we started with two big and bad news. The first one, on the Monday, I got a little bit of gas poisoning, so that made this whole week was really slowly, and up to this point on the Friday, I'm still not feeling too well, if I'm being really honest. So yeah, this week we take things slowly actually, and just kind of chilled out a little bit more. And I decided, why not then delve more deep inside of the vault. But also, since RPG HUD didn't didn't update it, and for some reason it's scratching with the vault, I needed to rely on other mods for having something similar of the functionality, and this is what I get. Starting of course with my face here, I just added my own overlay for this, so this is kind of my own mod now with a picture of my face there. Also universal clock, which allows me to have this immersive clock into the screen, so if I got this in my inventory, it's going to show on the screen. You can configure where it goes on the screen, and also you can configure if it's only on your main hand, in your offhand, or just on your inventory, or just kind of all the time there. And also we are using advanced compass, which is kind of similar to what we have with the RPG HUD, just a little bit more bigger of course, and also shows the entities behind you. So in this case, since we are having kind of the monkey here, you can see the monkey, which is that guy in front of myself, is also on the compass. But also got kind of a height sensor, so if we go up, you're going to see that now he got a red arrow pointing downward, because he's telling me, oh, you know, this guy is actually down there. So overall, I would say it's really cool. And the last one, but not the least one, is actually we are using Inventory HUD Plus, which is just for kind of showing the items here. So I can have configured the durability that is left in my gear, also have the item in my hotbar, the items in my offhand, which in this case is the food, the item left in my inventory, which actually is kind of counting the slots, and I would say that is really helpful. It's going to be a lot of help for actually crafting and stuff like that, but also in the vault. And it's counting the arrows, but doesn't work with the quiver. But if I took the arrows out, you can see now it goes up to 22. If I grab these arrows, then it goes to 0, even if I can use them from the quiver. So it's not perfect, but I would say it's better than nothing, and clearly it's way better than having nothing at all. Also, a small tweak, but important to me, you don't see anymore the lines where I'm kind of facing blocks or stuff like that. So this is way better for myself, because I was going crazy when I was looking at the glass and stuff like that, because we updated from Optifine to Rubidium, and sometimes it looks weird. I'm still getting used to that. And on the Wednesday, since now we got access to gunpowder courtesy of the powder monkeys, we went into a crafting spree, and I got ready everything of the material for creating the new fireworks. that are going to go into the dispenser for the dice system, and that needs to have a little bit more of tweaks because I went into a more technical background work for the modpack, and let me show you what else did I do. Because I'm starting with the fireworks. Right now the recipe for firework rockets, it's a little bit different. I like it more because I think the inclusion of using the fire charge and also having this into a shape display, I think is way better. Of course, one gunpowder is still flight duration 1, flight duration 2 for 2, and 3 for the flight duration 3. But the problem is with that, we can't craft the stars and the rockets with that anymore. So I need to improve that script and decide how we are going to deal with that. But also, we went and modifying some of the generation for stuff that we have in the create, or with the create mode, I should say. So in the past, we made these kind of a weird and bulky generators over there, and also this one was every so often. Let me show you. Hello, bouncy guy. This generator eventually, since it's a cobblestone generator, also generated, excuse me, through, thank you, also created all the different array of ores, and eventually we got all the resources there. But that is not happening anymore, because now we devised a different way to approach that. And let me go here, which is a little bit less friendly because there's so many stuff happening there. Now what is happening is when we devise to create this guy, we, for example, take the emerald ore. We can use Botania for sure, but on create, we are going to have a compacting recipe with the blaze burners unheated using the cobble deflate, the flint, and the honey. But if we want to make a redstone, then we are going to need chocolate. And if we want to make gold, then we are going to need lava. And of course, the type of rock could be a little bit more tricky. So we can create everything in the deflate for the ores, but we need to process that, and we need to use more materials, and we need to use liquids, and eventually we're going to create just one piece of ore that then we need to mine, and that's how we are going to get the resources. So a big factory is indeed incoming into the base, and it's going to be here, of course, where we are going to have the generators on the bedrock with the storage system and the device of everything, and also the elevator for going down is also going there. And I think the main storage for that is going to be behind me. So around here I'm going to be able to access everything. But also the other cool part is we solved the problem with the generators that I had in the past, because to be honest, being able to just generate kind of out of thin air just the ores, it's a little bit cheaty, even on this modpack. So I decided that I wanted some different approach, and I think this one is the best one. Even you can do this with the sync ore from create, especially because with the sync, while we watch this, we are going to have access to gunpowder. So this needs to be really key. And we are going to do this by using cobble deflate, chocolate, flint of course, but also we need to superheat that. So my idea is on the bedrock we are going to have generators. That generators now only generates deflate. So it's not that big of a deal actually. You can see that just for mining we get insane amount of deflate, and we were using a lot of deflate for stuff, and we got, actually I got kind of a plenty of doubt still into getting processed from the mold. But the idea for having a generator for that is kind of a generator having insane amount of deflate is not cheat anymore, because now we need to create a whole factory array for creating ores, and that's what I want to do. So with create we are going to be able to do that underground on the bedrock, having chocolate generators, honey, lava, blaze cakes, just for creating ores, and that's how we are going to get our minerals, and that's going to be way more fun than just gold mining. So this is kind of what we devised to do on this week. Sadly, as I said, not as much of a progress, but I was sick, the gas kind of pretty much killed me, and we played some more with the bolts, but there weren't kind of too many rounds, we encountered a crash, so I don't have any recording for that, sorry. But next week we are going to start tackling projects, and also I'm going to be bolting and fixing some script that needs more work, like the firework. So if you are interested, next week hopefully it's going to be way better than this one. catch me live on Twitch, and we shall see us there. Bye bye.